If he can cure the sickness of time travel, he can stay forever young. Henry and Claire are overjoyed, but Claire thinks it's time to take serious action. It's time to find a doctor named Kendrick. Claire recalls young Henry saying this when he was in his 40s. Dr. Kendrick may cure him later sounds like a superhero tale. 30-something Henry embarked on his doctor search and found 3 doctors with the same name. This one was the only geneticist around, the closest to his issue, and word has it that Dr. Kendrick has some jaw-dropping ideas. He believed Dr. Kendrick's research was the best fit for his problems and had heard of some gene mutation theories from him. Seeing Dr. Kendrick's serious demeanor, Henry thought he was finally getting a lifeline, but the next moment, the doctor burst out laughing. Life's challenges kept piling on Henry. Just when he thought one issue was solved, another popped up. Claire suddenly felt uncomfortable in her belly, and at the hospital, they received some bad news about the baby. The hospital had no clue what was happening, so Henry bravely approached Dr. Kendrick, guessing that the child might have time travel abilities like his. Dr. Kendrick suggested Henry check his head first instead of messing around. Just when Henry was about to leave, he mentioned he had a plan. He got backing from a foundation, and Dr. Kendrick looked skeptical. After much in a debate, he finally pushed Henry onto the scanning, but he never took it seriously, even watching football. Just as he got engrossed, Henry's body suddenly reacted violently. In the end, Henry left behind a trail of clothes. After that, Dr. Kendrick finally started believing Henry. Research shows Henry emits electromagnetic waves during time travel, like an epileptic seizure. If the fetus is a time traveler, Henry could try using anti-epileptic drugs to suppress it. However, due to side effects, Claire refused. But that night, there was a pool of blood on their bed. The second baby didn't make it. As they walked down the street, Henry couldn't bear to see Claire's pain and held on to his heartache. Subtitles. So he attempted to convince Claire to adopt a child. Why can't I be the one to have this kid? I've never seen a child, never been to the future. I've never seen one. I don't want to hear it anymore. You're projecting yourself. Claire just wouldn't budge or listen. At the crossroads of family and self, Henry inadvertently chose family, secretly deciding to ask the doctor to remove his ability to have kids. After experiencing unimaginable pain, he jumped back to 18-year-old Claire's time to deliver his news, saying it was due. And future arguments. He embraced her closely and kissed her passionately to keep sweet memories alive. Henry knew this was his last chance to see the young Claire. Today was the last day written in his diary. He wanted to remember her youthful memories more vividly, knowing the longer you recall, the more precious it becomes. Back in reality, with Henry's reminder, Claire recalled giving Henry her first kiss at 18. From that day on, she lost her chance to become a mother, and Claire felt angry that Henry didn't consult her. He decided unilaterally, I never had a choice, while Henry held on to the fantasy that time could heal all wounds. But he overlooked a huge flaw. If he can travel to the past and future, young Henry could also pop into the present. One night, Claire received a call from young Henry. He sneaked out to meet her under the cover of darkness. At that moment, Henry had just married himself and hadn't gotten the snip yet. This was a golden opportunity for a very pregnant Claire. So Claire and Henry got busy in the car. Time slipped through their fingers as Claire bore Henry's trick. She got pregnant first and only then told Henry. Seeing another fight brewing, Claire quickly doused Henry's anger. From now on, for the sake of the baby, they had to stop fighting. He had no clue what would make the baby time travel. So they tried their best to avoid mistakes, and Henry had to compromise. After their efforts, the little one survived a healthy 18 weeks. The caption on the screen shows that the doctor disclosed that the baby about to be born was a girl. Nevertheless, Henry still secretly worried whether the baby could make it through the upcoming few weeks. The greater the hope, the bigger the disappointment. As a dad, he felt overwhelming guilt if the child travelled again. He'd essentially be the culprit, but Claire was unfazed, already brainstorming baby names. However, Henry was stuck at the zoo, where visitors treated him like a clown. He quickly found a costume and hurriedly escaped that perilous place. While making his escape, a little girl shouted "Daddy" and rushed to hug him, dragging him down a side path. The little girl, 2870, is Henry's daughter, and guess what? She inherited the time travel gene, and she was luckier than Henry, able to control her time travel at will. She had already met her parents in the past. Subtitles. Henry simply couldn't believe it. He truly had a daughter who was pure, charming, and brimming with vitality. But then he remembered something sad. In the future, Henry would leave them forever. Fortunately, Claire had a good future. Henry wanted to ask more but was urged back by the teacher. With a heavy heart in mind, Henry named his daughter 28. He assured Claire that nothing could go wrong from now on, that everything would work out perfectly. The only fear was the fact that had only lived for 5 years. He quietly swallowed that truth, keeping it to himself. 10 months later, Alba arrived safely, and the family celebrated her birth with Grandpa playing the violin and showering her with love. Claire recorded every step of Alba's growth with the camera. Thus, their calm day stretched into her 285th year, when the family prepared a birthday feast. Looking out of the window, Claire noticed little 28 chatting with big 28, a truly mind-boggling sight. She saw her daughter walking in with a frown, wanting to ask what was wrong, while Henry knew all too well. If you like this story, subscribe to our channel.